Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Swan. नेक्स्ट जनरेशन ऑफिस आता है तो और अच्छा लगता है. स्वर कुछ बोलने वाला है तो आज. So how is everybody doing? Good. Last Townhall of the financial year. In true sense, हमारे लिए Happy New Year तो 1st April को ही होता है. So last few days of the year that's coming to end. Anybody wants to share anything? How the year was for them? Anything that changed for them? Something that was good? Something that they thought they would have loved to make it better? है कोई? मेरे साथ सब लोग न्यू जॉइनर्स मीटिंग में बैठते हैं तो मैं सबको बोलता हूँ दिस फॉर्म इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर एवरीबॉडी टू ग्रो इन ऑल सेंस. पब्लिक स्पीकिंग, टेक इनिशिएटिव्स, डू व्हाटएवर.
शाहरुख खान.
तो उनमें से कोई याद रख के कुछ somebody wants to take initiative, share something. How is everybody ready for the Bollywood theme today? How many are dressed for the theme? One, ये तो समझना. 2, 3, बस 3 ही. बाकी अच्छा, बाकी शाम को बनेंगे क्या? बिफोर द फन एंड फेयर के बन के आ रहे हैं. तुम लोग क्या लगता है? हाउ विच कैरेक्टर एम आई ड्रेस फॉर? तो मैं एक्चुअली तो रेडी नहीं हुआ, राइट. सो बट आई थॉट कि अगर आया हूँ इधर थीम पे बात करना है तो कुछ तो बताना पड़ेगा. तो आई वेंट टू एआई एंड आई आज एआई अगर ऐसा कपड़ा पहना रहेगा तो कौन सा कॉर्पोरेट कैरेक्टर है. सो उन्होंने मुझे आंसर दिया, कौन? करण सरूज और somebody. कौन जानता है इस कैरेक्टर को? तो उनको ऐसा लगता है कि जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा में. ऋतिक रोशन ऐसा कुछ कपड़ा पहनता था फॉर्मल. बाकी फॉर्मल कपड़े वाले बॉलीवुड में तो रहते नहीं है. सो आई एम श्योर एवरीबॉडी इज गोइंग टू हैव अ गुड टाइम टुडे इवनिंग. हाउ मेनी पीपल हैव स्टॉल्स? अपने में है ना? हाँ, नहीं सारे लोग जो स्टॉल में खड़े रहने वाले हैं, बेचने के लिए, खरीदने के लिए. चलो गुड. have good time, make lot of money. Everybody who is not on the other side of the stall, please spend some money and ensure that the people on the other side of the stall are making money and participate as much as possible. So we'll go to appreciations. Before that, maybe something on how the month has been for us. So we have been adding more clients. Last time I think I spoke that for the first time we did an event or we were planning an event out of Bombay. So we went to Bangalore and we did an event there and it was pretty successful. Local entrepreneurs had come there, they listened to us and then fortunately few people got interested in what we were doing and have now become clients. So it's been a good learning for us to go and host an event in a city which is not our main city. A lot of work was done by Girish there to ensure that we had good entrepreneurs coming and attending, and a lot of good groundwork done by Suyog who hosted the event, and I and Suhas were there. In fact, I think Suyog had a long day. He left with us in the morning, and I think he should have reached home at 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, right? 4 a.m. Why was he late? So, but we had good time, met good entrepreneurs. So that's where, and we have been getting good new clients coming in as well from various industries, from jewelry to springs to designers. So right from manufacturing to service to various industries, we have been getting people coming in. So good addition of clients. Good addition of work at ground level. So I have been a lot in touch with Ashwin nowadays because of the time barring scrutinies that have been happening. And because these are all high value cases, in the last month or so, I generally try and get a feel of what's happening on the ground. So some great cases that got handled. Uh, some of the cases look very risky, but well handled by the team, and most of them we have got nil orders. Some will go into appeal stage, but those are also important because unless we have some appeals coming in, how will our litigation practice grow? So, but that was after having done all effort to ensure that there is no litigation, because our prime concern is that we don't want litigation for our clients. So I was speaking to one of our clients, and we were talking on some tax planning initiative, and I told him that if you be very aggressive in tax planning, chances are that you will have a scrutiny coming in from the department, and that may go long. And he asked me, what happens if scrutiny comes in? Is it more problem for you? So then I understood that the message is not going right. While we are trying to avoid scrutiny for ensuring that the clients don't have hardships going further, some people feel that scrutiny is a hardship to us. So I told him that scrutiny is not a hardship to us. Scrutiny is a revenue generating activity for us. In fact, the more the litigation for our clients, the more revenue we'll make. But our only interest is that we don't want our clients to suffer mentally, or maybe in terms of having their bandwidth away from business, and hence we avoid that. And we will find very few CA firms who would want to do that, because this is not in alignment with how we want to grow our practice. A tax practitioner will generally want to grow their practice by having as much litigation as possible, right? But we don't want that, because we always feel that we are aligned to our client's success. If client is happy, if client is at peace of mind, then we will, make revenue other places. We don't want to make revenue in a manner where our client is troubled. And I'm sure this message then went across well, and he understood that what we were trying to do was in his interest rather than our interest. So good work happening. I think this should be a good financial year for us. If I don't speak on AI here in Townhall, all people will feel that I'm not doing what I need to do. So a little bit on AI. So I think the work that is happening inside our firm on AI is miles ahead than what other people are doing. So we have had 2 or 3 meetings where we focused only on AI. Meeting started at 9:30 in the morning, and we were there for 2.5, 3 hours. And the kind of output that the team brought in is incredible. I think you should all be fortunate to have great managers who are thinking ahead of time to ensure that we are leading change rather than being disrupted by change. So all this months that I keep telling that AI will change things, AI will change things. I think things are already changing on ground, and we are at the forefront of that. If any of you all can contribute to these meetings, we don't want people to just come in as spectators and look at what is happening. But if you are working on some of those problems and you think that you have solved a problem in a small manner, then you could give your name either to Ruturaj in Enviro office, or you could give your name to Suyog in this office, and we will try and accommodate as many people as possible to those meetings, because last meeting was so packed that we didn't have chairs to sit in the room. And the kind of work that was happening there, if I have to give you an example, first meeting, first time I showed them some things that I had done on AI, and the team got inspired. Second meeting, Aman, Sahil and Ruturaj brought in some use cases, and everybody else in the room was like asked, what is it that they have done? That was the time when Bhagyashree and Nishchay had very less idea in terms of what it can do. But that meeting opened eyes for them, and the next meeting which followed, in fact, Bhagyashree and Nishchay brought in use cases in terms of changes that we had done on the firm. So the learning curve in our team is very fast as well. People look at others, learn, and then move ahead. So if any of you all think that you all can do something, or you all have done something small, give your names and we'll try to accommodate. Maybe we'll have to move to a bigger space than our conference room, because if it is adding value to what we can do as a firm, then definitely we would want to do it. Going on to our appreciations, our first appreciation is from the CFO team, Sonali's team, and this is to Dipali Bapat. She is a new joinee in the team. and she's been handling three very big clients for with Sonali. Is Dipali here? Come, Dipali. So Mosek, Ishwar and Yaka. So she's been doing some great work there. I always say new joiners getting appreciation means they have to do something out of the box for them to get appreciation. And she's been doing that, and Sonali has strongly recommended her. And so great job, Dipali. So next one is to one of our pillars. When I say pillars, I believe pillars in our firms are all managers. Because partners can give guidance, but they also have only 8 hours to work. So managers are the one who actually run the firm by ensuring that everything at the ground is taken care of well, ensuring that the client relationships are taken care of well. So, while Shefali keeps talking about CSR that we do, that's her favorite, area where she likes to work, where, you go out and help society. Some of you all would have been part of the Good Deeds Week, some of you all would have joined new. So Good Deed Week is a very strong program that she leads, and idea is that we have to give back to the society because society gives us a lot. In that scenario, we also work with some organizations which are religious, but while they do religious activities, they also give back a lot. So we work with the ISKCON group, ISKCON Bangalore. So they run a food program wherein they help supply food to underprivileged schools or government school at very subsidized prices. Idea is that once kids come to school and they get good food, they will study well. So they actually, while they also do religious activities in terms of Krishna consciousness, but they also do work in terms of food and helping the needy. So we have 3 of their trusts which we manage, and when we manage them, we are doing everything from there, right from tax, audit, charity commissioner related work. And this was the time when charity commissioner related registrations for 12 and ETG had to be renewed for 10 years. Some of you all would have worked on that in the direct tax team. And it was pretty complicated because there were less number of officers and a lot of work. And in that there was a lot of complications happening for them. And for us it was more like, if it was any other client, we would have not taken so much stress, but because they were doing so good work and they are so close to us, we wanted to ensure that there is no problem to that group. And Samir Agarwal took great care of them. And so he ensured that he ensured that we used to regularly go to the tax offices and ensure that there was no problem on the ground and getting. In fact, there was a problem once. It got rejected, but then they ensured that the documentation went well, and then finally we got through. So it not only gives us the professional credibility of doing things right, but it also feels that when we want to give back to the society, we are able to contribute there as well. So Samir, thank you for helping us do that. Samir anyways has been doing great work other than this as well. He's handling a big DT team. I'm sure his articles, I would have thought if they would clap louder, like itna kiya nahi. You want to clap one more time? Yeah. So I see him, very well bonded with his team, which is sign of a great manager, because unless your team loves you and wants to work hard for you, you will never be able to succeed. So great work, Samir. Next one is a recommendation from Samir, and this is again, coming in an off season. Generally, we find a lot of depreciation coming on season time, but this has come to Sai Krishna Chintale, and despite the extended time, beyond the due date, he continued to work in office, diligently completed his work on time, and has been helping us. He is not come today. So we'll give him the appreciation once he is in office. Next is to again a CFO team member, again an old guy, old hand in the firm. This is to Varun Davre. Varun, please come. So he's had great proactive attitude. Nischay, he joined recently and he's got great support from Varun because he's older into the system. Nischay was an old member in the firm who went back, came back, and now he's doing some phenomenal work. But Varun has been helping him a lot, and he was also working on my favorite subject, which is AI. So, young boys working on AI, trying to automate, build Python systems. Aman was telling in the last meeting that he always thought, in fact, Suhas also keeps telling that he always wanted to be a software engineer. And then both of them came into finance field and thought that there was a handicap that they did not become, software guys. But AI has taken that handicap away. And now these guys are making, before the meeting, Suhas was showing me one Python program, Aman keeps showing me Python programs that they make. And Varun is one such guy who is experimenting and building. And the best way to learn is to experiment, learn, fail, and then build. So, great work, Aman. So now we have two people from Apurva's team, and I will talk about the work that they have done great, and then we'll call each one of them separately. So Whitman is one of our large clients for us. They are around 650-700 crore companies, manufacturing company. So manufacturing company of that size is generally very complex. When we took up the client, we knew it was going to be challenging. Two ways, because the size of the company, and second is sometimes when company is very old, you have very old people governing those functions on accounts and finance. So to ensure changes there, sometimes takes not only your technical knowledge but also how to deal with senior people in the team who are older than you in the organization, but you have to enforce and ensure that certain things that you want to get things changed on the ground are done. So their ERP had got implemented, but ERP implementation was not done very well in a professional manner, and hence those financial reports were not coming well. So our team went there, did work on the ground, ensured that they understood. Again, ERP implementation as a skill is something that does not come naturally to our team because we are still 80-90% of our clients are still on Tally. So for them to understand how this works and then ensure that the implementation goes right, so that now they are, now it's all going well and their financial statements are actually coming from the ERP system. And both these guys have done a fabulous job. So first I'll call Sakshi Bhosle and then we'll have Sahil Shetty for it. So Sakshi, please. Come, Sahil.
Something I would add is something I am grateful for other than this recognition is that the opportunities and the places I get to be. Like I call this my home ground because this place has seen my entire run as a CA profession, right? As an article and now as a associate. So whole motive of working here is I give it back to the firm and to my team because now this place at right this moment is like kind of special for me because here the people sitting are my ex-colleagues and as well as the new team I'm working. So the whole agenda or the motive I would call of working is can give it back to the teams I'm working with, which I have got from my seniors. And fortunately, I have worked with different partners here, managers, and even many of us with you. So thank you so much.
I think that's the spirit of ATMS, right? So you take from the firm as much as possible and then start giving back. So brilliantly summarized, Sahil. So you actually are living our spirit, where we keep saying that once you are in the firm, absorb as much as possible from various people around, from various work that is possible. Once you do that, then give back. Be a sponge, right? Sponge क्या करता है जितना लेना है ले लेता है और बाद में then you can keep giving back. So well done, Sahil, and I'm sure a lot of youngsters are going to learn a lot because you have had your learning experience and you are going to be contributing. Thank you. So next one is from the accounts team, and this is to manager Swati Jagdale. Swati, are you there? Let's have a big round of applause for Swati. Again, very old person in the system. She's been around for a long period of time. She's seen the firm for a long period of time. She's seen us grow. She's seen our systems evolve, and she's been handling some great work at Aman's place. From clients like Saks LLP, Eminence, these are all foreign, owned clients. So their level of professionalism that is required is very high. She does not have a AM, so handling all of that alone itself is great. So well done, Swati. So she's been article from 2015 to 18 and now she's back. So बोलते हैं ना एक बार ATMS में कोई आया तो जल्दी हम छोड़ते नहीं और वो ATMS पे छोड़ता नहीं. The next one is also important. So we all understand that lifeline of an organization is cash. So we feel that revenue is important. Profit is also important, but most important is cash. Because you may have great revenues, you may be profitable on paper, but if you don't have cash in your bank account to ensure it works well, anyways, everything that you do is not going to be working. So for us, there are few people who have been taking care of ensuring that we have collections coming on time. Most of the managers take personal interest and do it. But there is somebody who ensures that everybody else is also rightly aligned at all period of time by giving them the right questions, taking the right follow-ups, ensuring things are done on ground. And this is to Kavita. Kavita, please come. So, some of you all may not know, she's been among the first employees for us when our office was in Murun. This was, which year, Kavita? When you were? 2000. She was in the firm at 2000. So, at that time she was in the firm, and then at that time she was one of the key employees, and that time we would have all files which were manual. So and files would have numbers, and in fact मुझे याद है कि खाली हम कैसे करते थे कि जिसका सरनेम का जो अल्फाबेट है उस पे से नंबर चालू करते थे. So if I am Aurora, my files would be A01, A02, A03, A04. तो ऐसे हमारे यहाँ पे पहले तो सारे गुजराती क्लाइंट्स ही ज़्यादा थे, and we would have Shahs, multiple Shahs in the firm, and only S had around 200 and 300 clients. So and when client would call, तो Kavita would remember ये S224 पे वहाँ से निकालो, and there she would pick up the file, and then she would she had everything in her mind that time. So from that time when she was handling most of the clients by herself to now coming back and helping us, ensuring collections are being done on time. So thank you, Kavita, for doing it. So as I said, scrutiny season, was there, and we had some great orders coming in, some great learning, very high pressure work. Cost of going wrong is very high. इनकम टैक्स में आप रिटर्न रिवाइज कर सकते हो, लेकिन स्क्रूटनी में किसी को बड़ा ऑर्डर आ जाएगा तो उस क्लाइंट की भी नींद उड़ जाती है. एंड वी हैड शो कॉज नोटिसेस कमिंग फॉर 20 crore and 18 crore kind of additions, and then finally we could get zero in most of the cases. So Ashwin has been leading it from the front, but there have been people who have been supporting him. And again, these guys have been, so now, when I used to attend department and when Vishnu used to attend income tax department, what was important, which I tell my clients, was whom did you know in the department was more important. Because if you know people well, then things get done well. While relationships still are important, but assessments have become faceless. So what you know and how you represent yourself becomes more important than whom you know, because you don't even know who is looking at your paper and what he is thinking about. So drafting those responses and ensuring that it is technically right, well covered, exhaustive with a lot of case laws, language is clear, so that even somebody in the R2 city is able to understand it. And in case anything goes wrong, then our submissions are so strong that they hold well in appeal. Is become most important right now. And I think our present team with 4 chartered accountants, Ashwin, Dhanraj, Samir, Amrata, anybody else I am missing? So 4 chartered accountants and only income tax team, they are ensuring that we are bringing the best quality drafting on the table. And they are very well supported by team members. Again, I am saying that exposures in this firm can be enormous. If you are helping in scrutiny submissions, the kind of learning that you will have working with them is going to be something that you don't get outside. And these 2 people have been doing that well in supporting Ashwin. And one is Naushin Pathan and another is Bhavika Periwar. So can we have Naushin coming first? So Bhavika will give her later, but so 2 cases specifically Ashwin had given. One was Armo, wherein the questions that were asked was like the whole books of accounts had to be given. So submissions went in excess of 600, 700 pages. Right, Ashwin?
Overall, more than 5,000 pages.
More than 5,000 pages of submissions then. So that is the kind of work that needs to be sent. And then finally, we got nil order. In fact, Vishnu had put a picture on the group where the client was so happy because we had prepared the client because we didn't know where this direction was. Because asking so many random questions that you require 5,000 pages of submission means you are also not sure what they are looking at and what they are interpreting. And then finally, when we got nil order, Ashwin and team and everybody, the client took them out for a wonderful lunch, and that picture was shared. So that's the kind of appreciation we love. It's not the fee that we would get for this assignment, but clients personally feeling that we made a difference in their life by helping solve something which we had also told them we are not sure what's going to happen, but then finally everything happened well. So great work, Ashwin, and great work. So next we are going for something that I think all of us in this firm love the most, which is celebrating chartered accountants. Everybody has an article when they join the firm. एक ही सपना होता है, एक दिन सीए बनेंगे, इस फॉर्म से बाहर जाएंगे, पर हमारा ये सपना होता है कि हम उनका नाम उस बोर्ड पे लगाएंगे, राइट? सो एंड फॉर दैट आई थिंक other than your parents, we are the one who are more happy. That's what I can say in behalf of all the partners, because we have seen you slog, we have seen you work hard, and now you come back shining, and this is like a start of a new time where we want to wish you best for a great journey ahead. And you all should keep making us proud by achieving as high professional success as possible. इतना अच्छा काम करोगे, इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स में तुम्हारा नाम आया, इतना अच्छा काम करोगे टीवी में तुम्हारा इंटरव्यू आया, और फिर हम भी तुम्हारा फोटो लगा के बोल सकते हैं कि these were articles in our firm who did great work and now are making us proud. So we'll just appreciate these guys who have come here. Anybody wants to say something, I would love that you say something, but अगर बोलना है, नहीं बोलना होगा तो भी ठीक है, but say something about your journey, about your learnings, so that people here who have been wanting to do CMA, wanting to do CA, if they can learn something from you guys. So the first is to Gaurav Dalvi. Gaurav, so let's have a round of applause for them. जब कुछ नहीं होगा तो इसके जोर से ताली बजाएंगे.
First of all, thank you everyone. Thank you all my mentors, all my colleagues and everyone. The time when we log in here, till time we log out, we constantly keep learning everything. And also, like working here never felt as a punishment. Actually, it was always like something like a responsibility, and always we were like learning at every stage. And also, other than academics and other than work, we also had like many other things. Like the favorite part of the journey was the good deed week. The Shepali ma'am also told us about the thing of manifesting, and it always helped me in my journey. And thank you Shepali ma'am for that. And thank you everybody, ma'am. Thank you Subhas sir. Thank you Samesh sir. Thank you Nishin sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Gaurav. Next, can we have Sayukta? Sayukta? Big round of applause. I remember once I had called you, right? And generally we have appreciations once in a month. And then one of the time I was sitting with a client and he appreciated her so much that I told कि संयुक्ता को बुलाओ ऑफिस में. तो वो सुभाष को उसने क्या गड़बड़ मेरे को क्यों बोला? And then because you know appreciation if it comes so strongly from clients has to be done that time, and she was the one that was appreciated that time. And so you know you always see fire in people and you always know they are going to be successful, and that's what she's done. So congratulations.
Thank you so much everybody for this recognition, for all the years of learning, all the memories. I would like to thank my reporting partners Suhasar and my managers Smita ma'am, Dinesh and Apoor sir, my team who have been amazing support through this journey. I wouldn't be able to do this without all of you. Thank you so much.
Can we have CA Gurmur with the government CA Gaurav, CA Sayukta, CA Gurmur, please come.
First of all, thank you so much everyone for being a part of my journey, my partner, managers, my team. Everyone was had a significant part, significant contribution in my journey. Also, I really owe it to the firm for shaping me as a professional, because I personally feel that your first job, your first organization is a reflection of how you go out into the professional world. And I really want to thank everyone for being so nice to me. In the 3 years of my articleship, no one was ever rude to me. Everyone was so sweet, so patient with me, from my team, from my seniors, my partners, and I really want to, thank everyone for that. I had the best time of, my CA journey in this firm, and I mean it when I say that it's been around 1.5 months since I've, completed my articleship, and I miss coming here each and every day, and that's what this firm, means to me. So thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Guru. So, becoming CA within 1.5 months of articleship, anyways, is great, alright. So, Guru, anyways, well done. Next is Shubham CA, Shubham Miraj. Shubham has been part of various representations before. Well done, Shubham.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank everybody here. Me, Ashwin sir, Samir sir, Vishnu sir, and my every team member. The journey was quite beautiful, and I had so many learnings. मेरा डीटी का आधा पोर्शन तो ऐसे ही कवर हो गया था बाय द क्लाइंट। मैं कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट लर्न नहीं करता था, बस क्लाइंट का नाम याद रखता था और वो आ जाता था याद अपने आप। थैंक यू एवरीवन, स्पेशली Nanda sir, Ashwin sir for having my back all the time and helping me so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Shubham. We have other two chartered accountants whom we are going to be meeting later. They have their own professional responsibilities now. And with this, anything that was what to say? So, Shivrai wants.
Okay, so in the morning, sir asked me, you want to say something? I said, no, I have nothing. But seeing you all, seeing every time whenever I see this recognition part, I'm like, yeah, partners के लिए भी कुछ होना चाहिए recognition. And then Gaurav comes and speaks about the good week, and somewhere something is learned through whatever I've been saying or whatever events that we have, and that is recognition. That's the reward that I have. I don't want anything else. But thank you, Gaurav, and it makes me happy that if I have been able to be a part of somebody's life, even 1 or 2%, that is more than enough. I don't want money. I don't want anything else. But this was enough. This was good. And when sir started, he asked everybody how was the year for you. Gaurav spoke about manifestation. So at that time, I really wanted to raise my hand, but I thought let me save it for the end. So when we started this year, in the partners meeting, I just randomly took a double target. Right? It was impossible. It seemed impossible at that time. But I said, let me just try at least. Like, why am I restricting myself by not saying aloud that, okay, let me reach here. Like, if I'm here, let me reach here. I don't know whether it is the numbers, what the numbers will total up in the end, and you'll see where I have reached, but this year has been phenomenal. Full action packed. जो impossible लगता था, इतना action हुआ है during the year that definitely उसका वो जो outcome है, maybe it will be seen in the next year. But had I not taken that target, मैं यहाँ भी नहीं पहुँच. So what I really want to encourage and motivate you all is the next year, 2026-27, take up a target which you feel is not impossible for you, which you feel impossible हो जाएगा. शाहरुख खान का dialogue है ना, क्या ओम शांति ओम वाला वो कायनात वाला जो डायलॉग है, anybody can just say कि the whole universe will help you achieve that targets. बस वही है कि दिल से करो, दिल से कुछ भी चाहो, and you will definitely get it. So yes, today we have the fun fair. What I really want from you is enjoy yourself. पहली बार ऐसा ATMS में ऐसा कुछ प्रोग्राम पहली बार हो रहा है, ठीक है? So we have to have lots of fun. We need that participation, but with a little discipline. Okay, what we will do is 4 o'clock, all the tables will come down and we start at 4:30. है ना? उसके पहले time pass नहीं चाहिए. I have been seeing morning में there are people just outside planning. Let's not do that. Let's maintain that discipline. Work till 4 o'clock. Complete all your work for today till 4 o'clock. 4:30, I think 4 to 4:30, all the coordinators and maybe 2-3 people just go and decorate your table, and then everybody joins. We can do it this way, right? Let's do it this way. And yes, thank you.
Thank you everybody. Have a wonderful month, whatever is remaining, few days. And I wanted also to introduce you all to Urvashi, who joined us in the new HR. Where is Urvashi? Urvashi, please come. So you all know, the kind of hard work that Swapnali and Sheetal are doing. So we have Urvashi right now. She's going to continue doing the hard work, but she'll require a lot of support from you guys because you all are older in the system than she is. While she has to govern the HR processes, but you all, unless you all support, she'll be not be able to do it. Funfair organizing or payroll or everything. Swapnali and Sheetal are still there to support, but we would need support from all of you as well. Thank you guys.